Hey guys, Scott. Again, having a video, trying to have a discussion. I put on my summer face. It's the middle of winter where we live, and I decided to pop out the sideburns instead of running the beard. Just getting a little scratchy. Anyway, which brings us to our point of conversation, which was these ideas just pop in my head, and I just want to talk about them. And I'm using this outlet, YouTube, as the way to talk. And please comment if you have any other things to add to this. I haven't had many comments, but like and comment. Subscribe. So, attraction. In this day and age, 2023, what is attractive to female to a male, right? I know that there's all different dynamics with that nowadays, but I'm still maintaining this, interest in what women want out of a man. When I was dating, the word assertive was thrown around a lot. Hey, I like an assertive man. Hey, you should be more assertive. Some of the relationships I had didn't work out, maybe because I didn't show that. I didn't know what it was. Still don't. What is assertive? Assertive physically, assertive mentally, making decisions, being confident. Confidence, I could see that being attractive. Being able to say who I am. I'm confident in who I am, and I know who I am, but I'm not always confident in every scenario. So there's times where a girl wants a guy to be confident, and he's not in that point. Is that unattractive? Does that lose a star, right? Is that a thumbs down? So that was the first one. Also, finances. When I met my wife, I had my own house. I think that was the single most attractive thing about me, was that I was on my own financially. Case in point, I came to own a house because I was supporting my ex, that the relationship didn't work out, but at the time we needed to have a place to live, and I went and I bought a house in the town I grew up in, which wasn't cheap. It was very expensive, and I had to work hard, long hours to do that, but I did it because I wanted the relationship and myself to be on my own feet at 23. So at that 23 mark, I had my own home, and I supported myself. So attraction, that's one, right? Confidence, assertive, is that go hand in hand with that? Financially, funny, right? Guys that are funny. It's good in the beginning for dating to be funny. And I think later in life it's good to pull out on that. But listen, humor doesn't carry through to stress and finances. It's a tough thing. You could be silly all you want, but when the stress comes for more serious relationships, family, building a family, if that's the destination. So these are things that really was wearing on me. And then in 2012 or whatever, a lot of girls were very interested in their career, as now. And it was surprising to some of my friends. Man, they just want to go to school. They want to travel the world. They want to build this portfolio. Great, it's successful, it's awesome. Where does that leave a relationship? A serious, committed relationship. Everything felt back then it was either going to be something that you were going to get married, locked in, and this is going to be it forever, or everybody, girls with me, want to keep it light. I want to travel. I want to do things. Well, that's great. But it pushes back a guy like myself who was just working to be a husband, find a nice relationship and start a family. So it pushes things back to the later 30s for me, at least. And maybe if I had a child earlier in life, it would have changed, and maybe the relationship that might have had the child would have settled down quicker. But as just a dating portion of it, what's attractive now? I mean, toxic masculinity is a bad thing. So now we reach a ceiling where, you're going too far. This is male chauvinistic, right? And we're only brought up, my age group, with baby boomers. They were our parents. So that was the generation we learned from. If you were blessed to have your family together, your dad and your mom, or a stepdad, or whatever, I was raised to be a man, right? Go to work, shut up, do whatever the family needs. out in the field, bring home the money, build a house around your children, repair the vehicles. Now it seems like, watching HGTV, a lot of people want to get involved. My wife, she wanted to be there building the kitchen, wanted to be there ripping up the floors. In her own home, she was doing this stuff on her own. And I was impressed. I said, wow, she's industrious. She's looking to make this house into a home. She's very financially geared, which is a huge bonus. I see a lot of women that are very savvy with money, where some guys are really good physically doing work, but they don't really follow through with being organized. This is why I think we get together to offset each other's. But now, as a man, it's our duty to say, I'm going to be a stay-at-home dad. COVID hit. I got to leave my job. My wife makes the money, or maybe my wife has the benefits package. She needs to keep the job. I got to be home. I can't send my kid to school. Brought out these topics, and I stayed a stay-at-home dad from COVID. A couple of years later, my wife is making the money financially. She's doing very well with her job, 2 jobs. And my position now is to be home with the family. It's a blessing to see my dad, to see my child every day, be a dad at home. But it gives me this little uneasiness too, like in society, where does that stand? Is that attractive anymore? Is that not doing the best thing for my wife to be home, right? Get out of the way and go out and make money, which is what society tells us. But to me, what's given me some solace with it is that a man's job is the same as a woman's job. Whatever the family needs to succeed, whatever the relationship needs to thrive. If your wife is not really good at doing laundry, you got to do laundry. If you're not really good at changing tires, but your wife knows how, she got to change tire. So now it's just flow over into everything that everybody does everything. So this point of view is, what's attractive? Is that attractive now? Hey, I really want to be a stay-at-home dad. Can you go out on a date and say that to a girl? My dream is to be a dad. She's the one in my mind that has to make the child. So is that the duty? You perform this ability, this beautiful, magical thing to create a human life naturally, or through help of medical whatever, to have a child. Now, who becomes the direct parent? A lot of the things are connected to the mother still. Breastfeeding, that motherly instinct. I don't have that. I was never around kids. So an infant was very difficult for me to understand. I was happy to be at the sewer company while my wife was up late trying to figure out what to do. But now it's different. So I'm okay with that. I just want to know, what do women want now in this day and age? A lot of them are career oriented. Do they want to travel and then settle down in their late 30s? If they can. Some people have kids earlier. But if you were to enter the dating world now, and maybe your kid's grown from an earlier relationship and they're 18, 19, 20, and maybe they're going to go out into the world, into college, and now you're trying to date someone in their 40s, what are they looking for? Obviously, you're not looking to settle down and have a family. You already had one. Maybe you want another family. I don't know. You could still have a kid. But where are we in this society? And is it that easy of an answer? I don't know. Well, thanks for listening. Hopefully this brought up some kind of conversation, comments, just to generate interest in my channel. That's really the only reason why we're doing this. And maybe I'll subscribe to your channel if you comment, and I'll see what you're about. So thanks.